Hello to everybody. We are happy to greet all the participants of the CTE workshop. And my name is Liudmyla Gryzun. I'm happy to introduce my core speaker, Oleksandr Shcherbakov. We are from Simon Kuznets, Kharkiv National University of Economics, Information System Department. The topic of our presentation today is computer modeling of the tournament of game algorithms in the process of learning of basics of algorithmization and programming by pre-service IT specialists. The outline of our presentation you can see on the screen. A few words about the urgency of our research. A rapid growing of IT industries needs renewing approaches to modern computing education. The international guidelines shaping the modern paradigms of global IT education emphasize that, on the other hand, the advantages of computer science education nowadays lie in giving the students computational thinking skills, which allow them to learn a problem of its complexity, to formalize it and develop possible solutions. On the other hand, IT specialist training at universities is facing the problems of necessity to raise students' motivation to master an algorithmic basics of coding. Computational thinking embraces four components, one of which is algorithm development, along with decomposition, pattern recognition, and abstraction. So it's important to emphasize that initial university courses, first and second year courses, should focus pre-service IT specialists on deep understanding of an algorithmic nature of any coding task, to realize basic characteristics of the algorithms, to understand their role in modern software development. It's necessary to cultivate the students' understanding that coding is not done in vacuum. Just knowing programming language doesn't provide you with the problem-solving skills necessary for real-life tasks. So programming should rest on algorithms building and has to be a part of larger scale, maybe project-based experiences, in order to realize its full potential. Such kind of experiences might be involving the students into specially organized activity focused on efficient game algorithms creation and simulation the tournament between the algorithms. The purpose of such an activity, including the elements of gamification, is to give young developers understanding the difference between pure coding knowledge and the algorithmization skills that allow to use computational thinking creatively and efficiently. So the purpose of our work is to represent the case of the author's practice of involving pre-service IT specialists into computer simulation of the tournament between the different game algorithms which realize winning strategies. The theoretical framework of our work is made by the common principles of gamification method in programming learning and basic principles of special type of the gamification method involving the students into the creation of so-called gamified products. In our case, the gamified product is a computer simulator of the tournament between the different game algorithms, and exactly into such an activity of creation and developing computer simulator, our students were involved. A few words about our target audience and students who took part. They were the pre-service specialists of the software engineering major who studied the course of fundamentals of algorithmization during one term and the course of programming during 2 terms. The activity on design of the gamified product was offered to these students in the second term. So by that time, the trainees had an opportunity to master algorithms and the coding basics, to learn common algorithms properties, methods, and so on, and they got familiar with some games and winning strategies for them. At the preparation stage of the activity on creation of the gamified product, the task for students was specified as following. to develop a computer simulator of the tournament between the different game algorithms with which realize winning strategies. And the peculiarity of the task is to model the game process where the competitors are different algorithms, not a computer and humans, not humans controlled by computer, but exactly different algorithms who realize winning strategy. After the analysis of the subject domain and minding the principles of gamification, they were formulated functional requirements to the simulator. The simulator has to provide users with the opportunities to choose a game. It might be tic-tac-toe, sea battle, or other game, to determine the pitch dimensions and other game parameters, to add a file with the user's own algorithm, which realizes the winning strategy of the game and wants to take part in the tournament, to simulate the tournament between available algorithm, detecting the winner, to visualize the progress of the tournament, and to provide users with the results of the tournament at the leaderboard. As a result, the computer simulator developed by students is a cross-platform software built in Python language. They will develop the modules and functions which enable to realize all the simulator functionality formulated above. The components of the developed tournament simulator is made by 3 executing files. Their names, purpose, and content is given on the screen. After the choosing the game, for example, it was tic-tac-toe game, a user can set up parameters, games parameters. They might be the dimensions of the pitch where the algorithm will play, the number of figures in a row to win, the number of rounds, and other parameters. The user can choose the algorithm and parameters of their visualization. It might be existing algorithm, or a user can add his own algorithm in the simulator to take part in the tournament. In order to do it, a user has to create a special file with extension py with the developed function called algorithm according to certain format. So the function must have the name algorithm, and it must have 5 parameters, the meaning of which is given here. So the user's function contains the algorithms of winning strategy, and it must have to process the data sending via its parameters to make a move. In fact, it must change one empty cell of the pitch, so it might work with the parameter matrix. And this algorithm must return a new state of the pitch. These are core requirements, and they are given to a user in the help section of the tournament. When the file with extension file with the developed function algorithm is ready, a user can add his algorithm to take part in the tournament via the button Add Algorithm. Other games are realized and simulation of tournament, for example, for battleship game is realized by the student in similar way, which gives potential users similar opportunities as for their algorithmic skills working out. The developed by the students gamified product finally provides the simulation of the algorithm tournament for the chosen game by comparing the algorithm's winning strategies, visualization of the progress of the game in choosing speed. Finally, the simulator provides users with the results of the tournament at the leaderboard, showing the name of the algorithm winner. In the context of a result and discussion, we'd like to emphasize some of the outcomes of the involvement of the students into a specially arranged activity on the gamified product. During the simulator development, the students had to test the work of their software on their own samples of algorithms and on their peers' algorithms. It made students themselves be involved into game activity, testing gamified product, and allowed them to involve other students into the process of creation of the algorithms, which realize winning strategies for famous games. This circumstance showed great benefit of gamification techniques using in the mastering of the set courses in their different variations. Thus, as a result, we could predict the impact of such an activity on the forming trainees' computational thinking. And we developed special program of monitoring of the students' activity during the different stages of their work upon the tournament simulator. And our monitoring testified raising the students' motivation and tendency to comprehend the essence of algorithms building. As it was predicted, we could notice the growing understanding of the role of algorithmization skills in the process of coding. Also, we held this survey aimed at revealing students' hindsight and reflection of their work upon the simulator. It included the set of questions. Part of them is given on the screen, and after the summing up the results of our survey, we could conclude that about 75% of trainees admitted that development of the gamified product encouraged them to attract algorithms basics in more concentrated way. Over 50% of the trainees said that such an activity provoked changes in their understanding of practical value of the abstract fundamental knowledge. And about 80% admitted that their work upon the simulator provided them with precious experience of teamwork and communication with potential users. The obtained results of our monitoring and survey may be taken as a basis of holding the empirical research for the verification of the offered activity impact on the results of IT specialist training, which makes a prospect of our research. Also, the tournament simulator will be elaborated and extended by simulation of other games. Thank you for your attention. We are ready to answer your questions. Here you can see our contacts. Thank you.